Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Olivo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. Happy harvest. I'm Morgan Anderson out of Athens County. It's 66 degrees outside and cloudy. We saw a third of an inch of rain in the last 24 hours here in the southeast, which was certainly much needed. Our low for tonight is 50 degrees. U-Pick farms have become rather popular when it comes to agritourism recently. Ohio AgNet's very own Ty Higgins takes us to Licking County and why some U-Pick farm owners are rethinking their business approach. Let's tune in.
One of the best parts of fall is packing up the family and heading to the local orchard, but there are a few bad apples in our society that are causing some growers to change the way they think about doing business. Andy Lind is with Lind Fruit Farm in Licking County.
For 50 years, we've been doing U-Pick apples, and the way that we've designed it is people drive their car into the orchard, they park, they'll get out of their car, pick the apples, load back up in the car, and then drive to the checkout where they pay. Well, that just affords opportunity to people that are of the persuasion to steal.
The U-Pick farm recently went viral on social media after posting about an incident of theft at a level they have never seen before.
At the end of Labor Day, there was somebody that had $300 or $400 worth of fruit. They did not claim. We had observed them in the orchard. We knew they were hiding apples. And so at the checkout, once they establish what they picked and they pay, we say, can we just check your trunk? And they agree to that.
Lind and many growers like him are trying to find ways to thwart thieves and looking into technology to help minimize income loss due to theft. He says, though, there is no better way he can think of than the eyes and ears of the team he hires for the busiest time of the year.
We have to have good people working for us that portray those values that we have ourselves towards others. People are so intrigued with agricultural production. If you've got good people, if you're people, you got it made on U-Pick. Or any kind of ag endeavor within a large metropolitan area. If you're people, you can do retail sales quite well.
Find out more about theft on U-Pick farms on the rise now at ohioagnet.com. I'm Ty Higgins reporting.
Thanks, Ty. Now let's take a look at some of our other headlines for your afternoon. Tyson Foods has agreed to pay $85 million to settle a class action lawsuit alleging the company conspired to inflate pork prices. The preliminary deal, disclosed October 1st, would become the largest pork settlement to date, surpassing Smithfield Foods' $75 million payout in 2022. The lawsuit claims that Tyson and other major processors worked together to raise pork prices, violating antitrust laws. If approved by U.S. District Judge John Thunheim, the settlement would bring total pork-related payouts to more than $200 million. The case, which dates back to 2018, involves claims that companies like Tyson, JBS USA, and Hormel Foods used AgroStats data to coordinate pricing. Some defendants, including Triumph Foods and AgroStats, have yet to settle. Switching gears, Homeland Security streamlines process for farm worker visas. The Department of Homeland Security rolled out a new rule this month that would streamline how U.S. employers file for temporary agricultural workers under the H-2A visa program. The H-2A system allows farms to hire foreign workers for seasonal jobs when domestic labor is in short supply. In 2024, the U.S. issued about 315,000 of these visas. Under the new policy, immigration officials can begin processing visa petitions while the Department of Labor is still reviewing whether hiring foreign workers would impact U.S. wages or job opportunities. Supporters say the change helps farmers fill critical labor gaps faster, while critics argue it eases low-skilled immigration at the expense of high-skilled workers facing long visa delays. The new rule took effect last week on October 2nd and will require electronic filing through a USCIS online account. We'll be right back after this.
Attention construction pros. Purple Wave Auction brings quality equipment to your fingertips. Join our bi-weekly online auctions featuring dozers, excavators, loaders, and more. We provide detailed listings, photos, and seller contact info. Inspect online or in person. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Visit purplewave.com today and see why informed builders choose Purple Wave. Transparent processes, real deals, your next great purchase awaits. purplewave.com.
Let's take a look at how the markets closed, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. We're sitting in the green today for our grains. December corn up 2 1/4 at $4.22 even. March corn up 1.5 pennies at $4.37 3/4 cents. May corn up 1 penny at $4.46 1/4. November beans up 7 1/2 at $10.29 1/2. January beans up 5 1/4 at $10.44 1/4. March beans up 4 1/4 at $10.57 1/4. December wheat up 1/2 cent at $5.07 1/4. July wheat up 1/2 cent, up $5.50 3/4 cents. And September wheat up 3/4 cent at $5.65 even. October live cattle up 75 cents at $233.85. December live cattle up $1.15 at $238.87 1/2. October lean hogs down 22 1/2 cents at $97.62 1/2. December lean hogs down 7 1/2 cents at $86.10. November feeder calves, they're up $4.57 1/2 at $368.82 1/2. And November class 3 milk, it's up 8 cents at $16.97. Those were your closing markets. I'm Morgan Anderson. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.